Coming up.
When you introduce hybrid vigor by crossbreeding, you're going to maximize both breeds versus the straight bred.
See how Gelbvieh and Balancer cattle are the smart, reliable, and profitable choice for crossbreeding. Next on The American Rancher. Hello and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. Crossbreeding has been valuable to the cattle industry for many years, and for good reason. Crossbreeding introduces heavier weaning weights, higher fertility, and greater lifetime profitability. And crossbreeding with Gelbvieh and Balancer is the smart and easy choice.
I think commercial producers should seriously consider crossbreeding to increase the productivity and the efficiency in their commercial cow herds, because crossbreeding benefits you the most in some of the lowly heritable traits. And Gelbvieh excels in some of those traits as far as fertility, reproduction. These heifers reach puberty early, they breed up. Females that breed earlier the first time and raise a calf remain in the herd longer over their lifetime and contribute more to overall profitability. And then also longevity. The number of years that these females stay in the herd is great, and those are some of the greatest benefits from crossbreeding, in addition to the added pounds that you see on the calves.
Our operation's called Paulus Partnership, also Paulus Gelbvieh Ranch. Yeah, we're a commercial cow-calf operation. We sell our steers off the cow in October. Introduced Gelbvieh into our operation mainly just because we wanted to try a change, and we felt that the Gelbvieh genetics, once we got them, changed everything for us, and we saw improvement in our herd. Saw an improvement in the maternal side especially. We were able to keep our own replacements that way. And from there it's just snowballed into a black-hided animal that works great in the sandhills for us.
So the Paulus Ranch was originally a horned Hereford operation. Then we started looking for continental breeds that we thought would be complementary to that breed. And Gelbvieh was introduced to us by Phil Vandervoort, and so we took our Hereford base and bred Gelbvieh to that. So we ended up with red baldies, red brockle faces, and in this country, black-hided cattle are more popular, so we knew that we needed to start turning them black, but we were really impressed with the overall package that the Gelbvieh offered us, and so we went from horned Hereford to black and polled Gelbvieh.
When you introduce hybrid vigor by crossbreeding, you're going to maximize both breeds versus the straight bred.
We're a commercial cow-calf operation. When we started, we looked at different breeds that we thought that we wanted to use, and really wanted to focus on the maternal side of things. The complements that the Gelbvieh breed bring in, again, are I think, udder quality, teat quality, their milking ability, and the muscle, and then the hybrid vigor that they give, when you crossbreed them, just, adds extra pounds come sale day. So that's why we used them.
I'm Lauren Fisher here at Fisher Cattle Company. We're a diversified cow-calf operation. We background our calves after we wean them, keep them around. We're finishing some, sending some to the feed yard. We started running Balancer bulls probably 5 years ago and have been keeping replacements out of them. We felt like there's been some real advantages as far as crossbreeding and getting away from some of this straight breeding that we were doing with Angus, and we feel like we're doing a better job getting our cows bred, keeping them bred. We're putting pounds on calves, and the stability of our cows. Our cows are lasting longer.
Registered balancer cattle are 25 to 75% Gelbvieh, with the balance of Angus or Red Angus that have documented pedigrees and EPDs. Balancer cattle combine Gelbvieh growth, muscle, leanness, fertility, and longevity with the carcass qualities of Angus. These cattle perform well in all aspects of the beef industry, including commercial cow-calf operations, in the feed yard, and on the rail.
I think there's a renewed interest in crossbreeding with many producers, and Gelbvieh has a lot to offer in that regard as far as hybrid vigor and also breed complementarity. They cross very well with the British breeds, so you get the best of both worlds. You get the strength of Gelbvieh, strength of whatever breed you're crossbreeding them with. People who run Gelbvieh and Balancer influence females love those cows. And then on the feed yard side of it, these Balancer cattle are great feeder cattle. And so they have high growth rates, good growth rates, improved feed efficiency, and they also provide excellent carcass merit. So Balancer feeder cattle, adding the pounds, making the grade, and delivering value.
On our ranch, we use the Gelbvieh Angus Balancer cattle. We started with Angus, Black Bollies. We went to the Gelbvieh. We used purebred Gelbvieh for quite a number of years, and then we got pretty heavy on Gelbvieh, and we switched to the Balancer bulls, and it's worked out real well. Most of the cows will be 3/8 to 5/8, some 3/4 Gelbvieh. They've worked well for us. They adapted to our environment well.
What we're concentrate on here is, like we talked earlier with the hybrid vigor, we try to use balancer bulls on our cows so that we have a mixture of the Angus and Gelbvieh cross, because we feel like our superior customers that we've sold on the Superior video auction for 20 years, we feel like that's what they're after. Those calves will go on to the feedlot, and they're going to, their feed conversion is going to be great, and those calves are going to put on weight and make it to the finished product the way that our customers want.
I wanted to implement more of a crossbreeding program and get away from more of our straight bred Angus cows, which we'd had for a long time, and it seemed like we were getting a lot of big cows with a lot of hair, and I liked a lot of the maternal advantages with Gelbvieh, and now with these bulls we push real hard to find bulls that are slick haired and that'll just produce these females that we're looking for. We really need these cows to shed off and be slick haired in the summer. Fescue seems to be a major issue for us here in Missouri, and I feel like with these balancer bulls, we're working more and more towards that.
So I would say that the reason that we continue to use Gelbvieh is because we know what a strong maternal breed they are, and we want to make our own cows. We don't want to really have to go out and buy a cow herd, so we want to produce our own. But at the same time have a product on the male side, on the steer side, that is very comparable in the marketplace. So Gelbvieh has done that over and over for us, and it's been a great fit for this environment.
Coming up,
I think the versatility and the adaptability of the crossbred females that we've seen with these balancer females across the country in many harsher environments, the cows continue to produce heavy calves and remain in the herd for a long time.
learn more about the added value of using Gelbvieh in crossbreeding next on The American Rancher.
Focusing on nutrition to increase performance means having the right ingredients in the right block. Sweet Pro supplements contain no molasses, making them more rumen-friendly and provide a better balance of protein, fiber, and fat rather than disrupting the rumen with sugar from molasses. Formulated with our digestive aid, Probiotin, which contains multiple prebiotic fibers including moss, cattlemen are seeing boosts in reproductive performance and improved herd health with Sweet Pro blocks. For more information on Sweet Pro supplements or to find a dealer near you, visit www.sweetpro.com.
If you're marketing feeder calves sired by Gelbvieh and Balancer bulls, give your cattle the Balancer Edge. Balancer Edge is the new source and age verification program from the American Gelbvieh Association for calves sired by registered Gelbvieh and Balancer bulls and is backed by the industry's leading verification company, IMI Global. If you market feeder cattle, then you know that value-added programs can put more money in your pocket. Give your calves the Balancer Edge. For more information, visit gelbvieh.org.
Balancer influence feeder calves at the pounds, make the grade, and deliver the value. Feeder Finder is a free email listing to source Balancer influence feeder calves. If you are looking to buy or sell truckloads of Balancer influence feeder calves, subscribe to the free email listing or fill out the form with the cattle's information at gelbvieh.org. Feeder Finder, your source for Balancer influence feeder calves that add the pounds, make the grade, and deliver the value.
The Superior Country page is your 24/7 marketplace for buying and selling load-lock calves, feeders, breeding stock, and other cattle. Cattle ranchers like the Country page because it's easy to use, and they get the jump on current market conditions by putting cattle in front of buyers right now. Cattle are ready for sale in minutes so buyers can start bidding. Call or log on today to find out how the Superior Country page can work for you.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Gelbvieh and Balancer are well known throughout the beef industry for their maternal strengths and superior growth. With attributes such as more pounds weaned, added fertility, greater cow herd longevity, and improved carcass merit, Gelbvieh and Balancer offer genetics that work for the commercial cattle business, making them the smart, reliable, and profitable choice.
I think the versatility and the adaptability of the crossbred females that we've seen with these Balancer females across the country in many harsher environments, the cows continue to produce heavy calves and remain in the herd for a long time, and they breed up year after year.
We are in what we call the Sandhills region of Nebraska. It is basically a desert. We get about 14 to 16 inches of annual rainfall. This year was not typical. We had a lot more of snow and rain this year, but that's typically what we get, and because of that, we have to be pretty careful with our sandy sandhills and the environment that we run our cattle on so that we don't overgraze or overdo something.
Maternal is important to us because in a sandhills operation, they've got to kind of fend for themselves a lot of times. They got to take care of that calf in some pretty unique conditions, and they've got to be able to travel, and they've got to be able to take care of themselves a little bit. I mean, obviously we supplement them and feed them in the wintertime to take care of them. But the maternal side, they've got to be a good mother that's going to look out for that calf in all kinds of conditions in the Sandhills region.
The maternal traits, it's always good. For one thing, the fertility. They have good fertility, good milking ability. They take care of their calves well. Udder structure is on the Balancer cattle is really, really good, really good. We like that. Good udders, calves can get on them during the snowstorm. And if you do have to help something, the cattle are docile. You can work with them. We like that in them.
Our calves, our heifers are super uniform. We've kept them all and bred them all before and calved them all out. And you know, they all have worked well, so it's easy for us to keep our replacements and then feel confident that guys that come in and buy, you know, a load or two of replacement females, they work really well. So On the female side of things, we've used the Gelbvieh breed, and we feel that longevity, the feet and legs are very important to us, running out here in the rocks and the hills and that sort of thing. We want cattle that are sound.
Cattle here need to be able to kind of take care of themselves pretty much on range, and then during the winter they're supplemented with cake and hay. But what we look for in a cow and in an animal that's going to do well for us is something that we can keep replacements out of, as well as produce a nice steer in the fall for market.
It's important for us to be able to keep these cows out grazing grass, whether it's stockpiled fescue or stalks that they can kind of get out and make a living on their own. And we just have a hard time keeping enough hay around here to keep everything fed otherwise. So we feel like going in this balancer direction that we're able to make these cows to where they can fend for themselves a little better. So we're looking for these bulls that are really the complete package that have the EPDs we're looking for, the carcass side and the growth side, but yet at the same time it has to follow through with the female side, because we're going to keep replacements out of all these and continue to develop our herd. And I mean, that's our goal is to have a herd in the future that we can have a little less inputs in, and we don't have to worry about supplementing as much, and that will breed back on their own and stick around.
And you know, these feeders, the same guys have been buying them year after year after year because they're working for them, and they know that they can get those calves. It doesn't take long for them to get over their weaning, and they can really feed them and hit that April market. So again, the heavier the better is what they always tell me. The 1st of October, and consistently we've been doing it. The last 10-12 years, and just trying to hit the pay weight at 700 pounds, and we've done it.
The balancers work really well, and they seem to complement our cows, and we like the calves that we get out of them. They feed well. Their carcass traits are really good, so we're pleased with the Gelbvieh.
Coming up,
the American Gelbvieh Association has always been very commercially focused, so not only do Gelbvieh and Balancer cattle offer the traits that work for commercial cattle producers, but the American Gelbvieh Association also has tools and services to help those commercial cattle producers meet today's modern industry demands.
learn how programs and services offered by the American Gelbvieh Association can benefit you. Next on The American Rancher.
For commercial cow-calf producers, crossbreeding with Gelbvieh and Balancer is the smart, reliable, and profitable choice. Gelbvieh and Balancer females offer maternal superiority through increased fertility, greater longevity, and more pounds of calf weaned per cow exposed. In the feed yard, Balancer cattle deliver increased performance, improved feed efficiency, and excellent carcass merit. Balancer adds the pounds, make the grade, and deliver the value. Gelbvieh and Balancer, the smart, reliable, and profitable choice. Find out more at the website gelbvieh.org.
At 44 Farms, we believe work starts at sunup and doesn't stop until sundown. We believe in order to live off the land, you have to love and respect it. We believe that cattle aren't just raised, they're nurtured. And we believe when you do things right, with honesty and integrity, well, things like quality and consistency happen naturally. 44 Farm Steaks, responsibly raised all-natural beef.
Reproductive success is critical in every profitable cow-calf operation. That's why you need effective, easy breeding with VitaFerm Concept Aid. High concentrations of organic trace minerals and vitamin E found in Concept Aid will ensure more of your cows breed back faster. Plus, you'll be giving your herd the AmaFerm advantage, leading to healthier, heavier, more uniform calves at weaning. VitaFerm Concept Aid. Effective, easy breeding.
Superior Livestock Auction now offers a monthly Holstein steer and dairy video auction. With the largest number of registered and active buyers in the nation, Superior Livestock Auction is your source for lightweight dairy-influenced calves. Sellers enjoy proven price discovery that pays top dollar. Buyers get access to high volume and steady supply. And everyone appreciates Superior's trusted experience in national livestock marketing. Go online at superiorlivestock.com to register and to find out more.
Welcome back to the American Rancher. Not only do Gelbvieh and Balancer genetics work for commercial cattle producers, the American Gelbvieh Association offers programs and services to help meet the needs of producers in today's modern beef industry. One of the newest programs they offer is Balancer Edge. A feeder calf program, Balancer Edge gives producers who raise calves sired by Gelbvieh and Balancer bulls the opportunity to market their calves with source and age verification.
So the American Gelbvieh Association has always been very commercially focused. So not only do Gelbvieh and Balancer cattle offer the traits that work for commercial cattle producers, but the American Gelbvieh Association also has tools and services to help those commercial cattle producers meet today's modern industry demands. Those tools and services include our Balancer Edge and our Feeder Finder program, which help commercial producers to market their feeder calves. And then we also have our Smart Select service, which is a commercial database that folks can use to help track the performance of their commercial cows and in the end help them make selection decisions.
The Balancer Edge is our source and age verification program for Gelbvieh and Balancer influenced feeder cattle. We work with IMI Global to provide third-party verification services. As far as breed identification, the breed requirements are for 75% of the bulls that have produced a calf crop to be registered with the American Gelbvieh Association, either Gelbvieh or Balancer bulls. And IMI Global does the verification work, and the cost is $3 per head per calf for the basic source and age and the breed identification. And then those producers also have the opportunity to enroll in other value-added programs such as NHTC, the non-hormone treated cattle, and also verified all-natural beef. So one of the programs that we offer is called Feeder Finder, which is a free service to help advertise and market load lots of feeder cattle raised by commercial customers. Those commercial customers can go to our website. There's a fillable form to enter their information online, or they can contact our office, put in all the information about their calves, when and where they're selling, genetic information, weaning, preconditioning, shots, delivery dates, prices, and whatever other information. And then we send out a large email blast to potential feed yards and buyers.
In addition to marketing tools and programs, the American Gelbvieh Association offers DNA testing and data management services.
So a cattle breed association offers several things to both commercial producers as well as seed stock producers, of course, from tracking pedigrees to also providing performance predictions or expected progeny differences, also known as EPDs. EPDs can really help because you can really focus on multiple traits by selecting different EPDs and just selecting bulls that kind of have more of the traits that you're looking for. In addition, selection indexes are also very popular and help to utilize more EPDs into one tool that's a little easier to use. EPDs are very important both to a commercial producer and a seed stock producer and can be a great selection tool when they're looking to add genetics into their herd. It helps them to predict the performance of those cattle in the future. DNA testing has become really popular within our industry. Seed stock producers can utilize it through genomic enhanced EPDs and providing even more tools to their commercial producers and their buyers. And then commercial producers can not only use it from the standpoint of genomic enhanced EPDs, making those EPDs a little more accurate, but also through the commercial tests that are now available that folks can use on their replacement heifers, and just provides a little more information on those cattle. Data has become more and more popular and has really become something that's large in our industry and wanting to collect more data. So not only does it help the commercial cattle producer to collect their data and then give it back to their seed stock, or have it go back to their seed stock producer to help them to create better cattle, but also the feed yards are wanting more data on these cattle and how they'll ultimately perform.
For more information about Gelbvieh and Balancer cattle and the commercial programs offered by the American Gelbvieh Association, visit gelbvieh.org. That's all the time we have today. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. For our entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.